Hello, you've caught me right at the end of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, and it's a shocker. Some giants come, Ron and Hermione sneak off to the Chamber of Secrets for a quick snog, and some people die who you can't remember.
Which got me thinking about my favourite video game endings, in particular the shocking ones. Climaxes stuffed full of so much surprise that if they were a person, they'd look just like this. More. Okay, stop now.
And so, in time-honoured Friday fashion, I've put 8 of them in a list. This Elder Wand stuff is really shit.
We'll start as we mean to go on, with crying and death. The Walking Dead Season 1 is absolutely full of it, so really it's not all that shocking when Lee, the gold-hearted father figure hero, gets a lick of Telltale's "now you've got to die" brush.
The shock comes from how he dies. You can choose to either walk away and have him turn, or, our favourite, you can have Clementine shoot him in the face.
It's a poignant, cruel moment. A blood-spattered young girl who's seen naked dancing hell for 5 episodes, forced to pull the trigger on her best friend. The main shock comes not from the act itself, however, but Clementine's acquiescence to it, the brave decision of a child and her ability to see past the act of killing, and that really she's saving Lee.
Although she is killing him too, let's just make that clear.
Hello Portal 2, nice to see you again. How are you? Doing cool puzzles and stuff? Good. Oh my god, is that going on the moon? Wow, it really has gone on the moon. That is lunacy.
Space! Ah!
It's also shockingly clever, which is refreshing really, because most moments, as we've just seen, tend to come from nice people getting their heads blown off.
No one dies here though. Wheatley and his spherical chums are simply doomed to circle the dark emptiness of the cosmos for all eternity.
I'm in space.
I know you are, mate.
Or at least until their batteries run out. Still, it's nice to be shocked by eccentric creativity rather than death, isn't it?
Unless the eccentric creativity is something ridiculous, like a real man's face peering out of a giant cinema screen at the end of Enslaved, Odyssey to the West, because that would just be weird.
Oh dear, that actually happened, didn't it? Monkey and Trip fight their way to Pyramid after Pigsy's heroic sacrifice to be confronted by the man behind it all. Andy Serkis in a t-shirt.
I am an ark.
No, I'm not sitting through that again. Hello! How's it going, guys? It was a shame about Pigsy, wasn't it? Look at that guy!
Who are you?
Who am I? Did you not see 8 video game cliches we can't live without?
No one watched that one, especially not Monkey, who in a sequence that makes perfect sense, puts on some kind of prototype Project Morpheus, streaming colours and children's laughter, while Trip gets all murdery and yanks out twitchy old guy's life tubes.
Did I do the right thing?
Well, it's all gone a bit dark and everyone's dead now, so I'd say no.
Assassin's Creed, a series where a hyper-intelligent super race from the distant past uses period drama assassins as vessels to communicate with a boorish hoodie-wearing bartender from the present day. Surely there's no shock left. There is at the end of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, where Desmond inexplicably does this.
It is done.
Why? Why would the apple make you do that?
Who knows? I've played all the Assassin's Creed games and still don't have a clue why poor old Lucy had to cop it, but her untimely death was all the more shocking because of the obvious love story blossoming between her and Desmond.
They'd done everything together up until now. Lucy helped do torturous experiments on him, and then she revealed she was an assassin and they broke out of Abstergo, and then there was the bit where they started talking a little bit about their feelings.
Then Desmond stabs her. Awful.
Look at this face. It's the face of a decent-ish human male. I mean, sure, lurking underneath that gleaming smile is someone who's pulled the wings off a few butterflies and parked in the last disabled bay at Tesco. But who hasn't done that? I mean, he's not going to turn into Dracula, is he?
No, and neither's Gabriel Belmont, the decent-ish human male from Castlevania Lords of Shadow, who killed his wife and some other people, but really... Oh wait, he did turn into Dracula.
Why isn't Patrick Stewart dead? I nobbled him right before I did Jason Isaacs. And why is he wearing a suit?
And why are there cars and what looks like an unlicensed version of Piccadilly Circus? Forget shock, there should be 7 of the most shocking video game endings plus 1 that makes absolutely no bloody sense whatsoever.
Shh, don't worry, nonso for me. It all slots into place when you play the sequel and learn that Belmont turned into Dracula so he could harness the Prince of Darkness' iconic power, which is turning into a rat, apparently.
Here it is, Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots, a game that constantly thrills, regularly surprises, gets me another mark on Dave's magic tally, and then, right at the end, throws arguably the biggest shock in the series' history at poor old Snake, right as he's about to end it all by shooting himself in the mouth. Big Boss is still alive.
Big Boss. How can you still be alive?
I have no idea. I think Big Boss has some explaining to do.
That body, liquid burned on the Volta, wasn't mine. That was the body of a clone. Eva stole my body from them and reconstructed it by replacing the missing parts with pieces from Liquid and Solidus.
Metal Gear is awesome and Big Boss is alive with his son's limbs sewn on by his old girlfriend.
So, Booker has basically played BioShock Infinite an infinite number of times.
And Elizabeth is his daughter.
Yeah, and he's also Comstock.
Yeah.
Is he the Songbird as well?
Probably. He's probably everyone in BioShock Infinite. Every NPC is Booker DeWitt from a different lighthouse, and the dead man with a bag on his head is Booker, and the voice on the chair is Booker.
And I'm Booker too, and so are you. Are you female? It doesn't matter, you're Booker. There's infinite lighthouses. We're all Booker, and we're all very confused by the ending of BioShock Infinite. But what we do know for sure is that we're Comstock, and Elizabeth is our daughter, and also that it doesn't matter what dimensional plane you're from, because one day the universe will be cold and empty and dead.
The last entry on our list was, for me, the most shocking of all, mostly because I was in that shop playing as Scott Shelby, and I definitely don't remember smacking the old man over the head with a phone.
Although to be fair, I don't remember getting undressed either, but here I am.
Heavy Rain's ending was a big emotional shock. It felt like the game had betrayed you. Scott was my favourite, a warm-hearted gumshoe who stood up for abused women and stormed through a mansion killing loads of bad men. If it wasn't for all the drowning children, I'd definitely invite him over for dinner.
So, there you go. Scott was the origami killer all along. Or was he? Yes, he was, yeah.
I hope you've enjoyed this week's video. Let us know what ending shocked you in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this one every Friday.